Hey there everybody, welcome to Life on Turkey Lane. I'm so glad you're here. How are you guys feeling right now? You may be wondering why I'm asking that question, but in case you live in a place kind of like I do in Missouri, it's been cold and then it's been warm and then it's been really cold and then it's been rainy. You might have had a little ice storm and it might be warm again. I think those sorts of temperatures and climates are happening all over the globe right now, or at least in the United States. And so I'm probably not alone in saying that you might be feeling a little bit puny. And so that's why I'm here tonight. I am going to share a recipe with you, kind of like a health tonic, to help prevent maybe some cold and flu from hitting your home, or if you already have a cold or flu, this might help you get rid of it a little bit quicker. So it's just a few ingredients. It's super easy. A lot of these things you may already have at home, and if not, they're very easy to find at just about every supermarket. So to get started, now you're going to think this is kind of a yucky concoction, but I think it's going to be really good. And let me explain the ingredients and give you a little lowdown on them. First, we have some whole garlic cloves. Then we have ginger root. And now I really wanted a lemon for this recipe because lemon is the best. But really it's the citrus. Citrus fruits are great in vitamin C. And I don't have a lemon and I forgot to buy one at the store, but I do have oranges. So we're going to use an orange tonight in our recipe. And then you're going to need some honey. Organic is best. And I have a thing of organic honey in the house, in my cabinet over there. And it must be tucked way back in the back and I couldn't find it. But I did get this pure honey at the store not too long ago. And I think it's going to be a good one. So we're going to go with it. And so yeah, you only need a few ingredients. And for Christmas, my precious hubby, bought me a Ninja blender. My old blender that I make my salsa in was perfectly good for making salsa, but it is old. Matter of fact, I don't even know where we got it from. We've had it since pretty much we got married, and it was probably, I don't even think it was a gift. I think we probably got it at a yard sale. So it's really old. And this Ninja blender, I think, is going to blend these items up to make a lot smoother of a product. So so that's all you need, but just a regular old blender will be fine. And if you don't even have a blender, I would say you could probably chop everything real fine. So it may not be quite as smooth or as pleasant to take a teaspoon or so of, but it still will be fine. So let's get started here, okay? So I went ahead and grabbed one more orange because I think that would be a good idea. And so now I've not used this machine yet, so let's hope I can figure out how to do it. Okay, there's a release button on top, so that would be smart to push that on. Okay, good deal there. Okay, so I have two fresh oranges, and make sure that your oranges and lemons are clean. Now one of them I'm going to go ahead and leave the peel on, and I'm just going to cut it in pieces here. Okay, so this one I'm going to leave the peel on, and I'm just going to cut it in some smaller pieces and throw them in my blender here. And like I said, you want to make sure your skins, if you're going to use the skin, whether it be a lemon or orange, you want to make sure that that is nice and clean. And this one, I think I am just going to juice it. I'm going to try to get as much juice as I can out of these. And I'm going to use probably, let's see, a half cup or so of the garlic. And I'm just going to throw those in there. Maybe a couple more for good measure. And then now, you know, most recipes say that you should peel your your ginger. But you don't have to peel your ginger. As long as you clean it real good, the skin on it is not super hard or fibrous or anything like that. And believe it or not, it has some health benefits to it. So you're going to want to throw in about a half cup of ginger as well. And I'm just going to pop these in half. So I'm just going to chop these in a little bit smaller chunks. And like I said, you want to make sure your ginger is nice and clean. And that there aren't any kind of bad spots on it. And don't worry about peeling it. If you peel it, you're going to lose half your ginger and half your nutrients. Okay, and then the last ingredient is a half cup of honey. And this one hasn't been open yet. So I'm just going to get this open. And I will be sure to leave the recipe in the description box. And so I'm not even going to really measure this, but it needs to be about a half cup. Okay, I think that's probably pretty good. And I'll probably have sticky all over the kitchen. Okay, now let's see. Now this Ninja blender has arrows where you need to put the lid on it and clamp it down. I think I did that right. And I'm going to turn the power on. And I think we're going to do the pulp. Okay guys, so I think our little tonic here is done. Let me release the lid. See if I can snap this off I'm going to turn the power off. You got to twist it to get it off there. But anyway, that's looking pretty good. And I'm going to get, now I know that with the garlic and the strong ginger in there, this might be a nose holder. Have you ever heard of one of those? When I was a kid, when we were going to have to take medicine that tasted really bad, we would hold our nose, take the cough syrup or whatever, and let it go down our throat while we were holding our nose, and then you don't actually taste the ingredients. So now before we give this a little try, let's kind of discuss these ingredients and what they're good for. Now, like I said, lemon would be better. And lemon has limonene or limonene in it, which is very good. It's an antibacterial, it's an antiviral, and very good for when you have cold and flus. Oranges do have some of that in there, and they also have the vitamin C. And now garlic is also a very good antibacterial and antiviral. Actually, all of these ingredients have antibacterial properties and antiviral properties. And when you put these things together, they kind of harmonize with each other and make an even more powerful medicine. And while these are all natural ingredients that you probably cook with on a regular basis, they're very good at healing your body in times of sickness. So let's give this little, now with all this garlic in here and with this strong ginger, this might be a real doozy. But we're gonna give it a little taste here. While it's a little bit spicy from the garlic and ginger, now if you've ever eaten raw garlic or raw ginger, that they have a little bit, they're spicy, they're hot. but very good. And so this does not taste bad at all. I would say if you want to add a little extra honey, go ahead and do that. So yeah, anyway, so during this cold and flu season, or during this time where the weather is changing every single day, that you can use this as a preventative medicine to keep you from getting a cold and flu. Or if you already have a cold coming on, or you're laying in bed with the flu, you can take you a teaspoon or so of this once or twice a day. If you already have a cold, you can take it up to like 4 times a day to help with that. But this will be very good at not only for your stomach's sake, but it's also very good for your nasal and congestion areas, and just very good for you. So I hope you'll give this a try. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in my jar, and I'm going to put it in my refrigerator. Now, I have heard, I don't know how true it is, that if you take cold honey, that it causes you to gain weight. But if you warm your honey up, it does not. I don't know about that. So I would suggest that if you're going to take this, that you might mix it in a tablespoon or 2 of hot water. And that's what we're gonna do here tonight. I've got some hot water back here, and just see how that does. Now this is kind of gritty because you have the garlic and all of these things, you know, the orange peel, the garlic, the ginger, are just kind of gritty type of ingredients. So this is not smooth like a liquid, but it is very, very powerful and and very, very good for you. Okay, so we've got our jar of our health tonic here. And now I'm just going to mix it with a little bit of, and I've got my snowman mug. And I'm just going to mix a little spoonful in here. And you can take this in the morning or at night. And I'm going to put that in the bottom of my cup here. And I'm just going to pour a little bit of this hot water in it. Not very much, kind of like a shot. Taking a shot of medicine. Okay, so we're taking kind of like just a shot of medicine. There's not much in here. You don't have to use a big old coffee mug and dirty a coffee mug up. But you can see it's got some specks in it. That's the orange peel and the garlic and the ginger. And then I'm just going to drink it down. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Like I said, it's a little bit spicy. I think that's even better than taking it with just, you know, off the spoon. And it's really pretty good. Now, if you don't have lemon and you don't have orange or any kind of citrus fruit, while it probably doesn't give you the exact same properties, it still is an immune booster, and you could just add, you know, maybe like a ½ cup of apple cider vinegar, probably less than that, I would say. Maybe less than ¼ cup of apple cider vinegar, and that will do the job too. So, anyway, guys, I'm going to challenge myself to finish this jar, whether it takes me a week, 2 weeks, or whatever. Now, you can take a break in between, you know, like take it for 7 days, go off of it for 3 days, start taking it again, and so you're not doing it 100% straight. But I think I'm going to be doing this for myself. I haven't decided if I'm going to do it in the mornings before I go to work, or if I'm going to do it before I go to bed at night. But I'm going to challenge myself to do this. And when I'm finished with this jar, or maybe in a week or so, I'm going to come back and maybe give you a report or an update if it's, you know, prevented, which who knows if it prevents from getting a cold. You don't know if you're going to be getting a cold. So, but I will let you know if I don't get a cold, you know, this may be a help, because right now everybody's getting cold and the flu. And and I will also let you know if it's made me feel better, if it's made my tummy feel better. You know, ginger is very good for your tummy. And so anyway, I hope you'll try this recipe. Sorry, my hair's a mess, I think. Or is that something? Oh, that's something in the background. I keep thinking I've got something coming out of my head over here. Anyway, thank you for joining me here tonight at Life on Turkey Lane. Do try this recipe. These are all natural ingredients. None of it is going to hurt you in any way, shape, or form. So anyway, thank you for joining me here tonight at Life on Turkey Lane. I hope you are staying well. I hope that you are staying warm, that you're trying to stay out of the cold and the rainy and miserable weather, and that you're just having a very wonderful winter. But anyway, if we can do something to help us survive this winter weather a little bit easier and a little bit better, this is probably sure to be it. So thank you for joining me here tonight at Life on Turkey Lane. Be blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.